And our final story this evening is about a drug. It is being touted to increase survival rates for cancer patients. It is a very popular drug. Some of you may even have it in your medicine box right now. I'm talking about aspirin, the humble aspirin. In case you aren't familiar with this drug, don't worry, we have you covered. Aspirin is also known as acetyl salicylic acid. It was developed in the 1890s. The drug is normally taken to relieve pain, inflammation or fever, and sometimes aspirin is also used as a blood thinner. This is an over-the-counter drug, meaning in most countries you don't need a prescription to buy an aspirin. And now, a team in Cardiff University studied past research involving aspirin and cancer. They found two important things. One, patients who took aspirin survived longer. Think about that. And two, aspirin reduced abnormal clotting and abnormal blood vessel growth. This review was published in a journal of the Royal Society. Researchers said that there quote-unquote appears to be an impressive harmony between the biological effects of aspirin on mechanisms relevant to cancer and the effects of aspirin on clinical outcomes in cancer. Experts further say that the analysis underlines what is already widely known. One, the aspirin helps in increasing the chances of survival. And two, that aspirin helps prevent the spread of cancer to other parts of the body. But what we need to understand is how effective aspirin really is. Also, what kind of patients do really benefit from this drug? How much aspirin should they take? And for how long? These are important questions, and these are questions we don't really have answers to as of now. And to try and answer them, another study is being conducted. The trial is expected to involve 1,000 participants. Many of them will also be from India. The rest from the United Kingdom and Ireland. Researchers will try to find whether aspirin can prevent cancer-related deaths, also whether it can prevent recurrence or what we call cancer relapse. A study published in 2017 linked aspirin to a lower risk of breast cancer. Researchers studied 57,000 women for 8 years, after which 3% of them were newly diagnosed with breast cancer. Researchers found that those who took low-dose aspirin 3 days a week had significantly fewer breast cancers. So what do they mean by a low dose? 18 mg. An analysis published in 2017 reviewed the findings of 13 studies. It found a 14% lower risk of breast cancer after taking aspirin for 5 years. A 27% lower risk of breast cancer after 10 years of taking aspirin, and a 46% reduction in breast cancer risk after 20 years of aspirin use. Other studies have suggested that aspirin can lower the risk of liver cancer, prostate cancer, and also colon cancer. If these findings can be confirmed, if aspirin's anti-cancer effects are indeed confirmed, then there's no doubt aspirin will soon be called a lifesaver and not just a pain reliever. The humble aspirin will be able to help us save lives. But until then, just like all other drugs, you must tread with caution when consuming aspirin. Like we always say, when it comes to matters of health, talk to your doctor first. So should you take aspirin or should you not take aspirin? Well, only your doctor will be able to answer that question for you. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.